All right, let's talk about a code name that's been buzzing around the AI world, Nano Banana. Yeah, you heard that right. It's from Google, and people are saying it's a total game changer for making images. So, today we are going to peel back the curtain and see what it is, how it works, and why it's got everyone so hyped up. So, the big question, what is Nano Banana? See, it was the internal code name for Google's latest image model, which is now officially part of their Gemini family. But honestly, the original name just kind of stuck, and the buzz around it has been building for one very big reason. And look, the early reactions from the community have been absolutely electric. This quote from a Reddit user really says it all. This is years ahead. And that excitement, it's not just about making prettier pictures. It's about a massive breakthrough in how these AI models handle images in the first place. That breakthrough really boils down to one simple but incredibly hard to achieve word: consistency. This is where the model is truly making waves by finally tackling one of the biggest, most frustrating headaches in the AI image generation. You know the problem. You generate a character you love, you ask for a simple edit, and you get back, well, a cousin of that character. As Google's own team said, it was always close, but not quite the same. And those tiny flaws, especially in a face, they just shatter the illusion. This model was built from the ground up to fit exactly that. So, the technical leap here is all about how it edits. The old way was basically a sledgehammer approach. You ask for a change, and the AI would just regenerate the entire image from scratch. That's where all the weird inconsistencies came from. The new way, it's more like a precision surgery. The model only adjusts the specific parts that need to change. The team calls it pixel perfect editing, and it leaves everything else completely untouched. And to really see this in action, you have to look at Google's own demo. They took a photo of their colleague Logan. First prompt, put him in a banana costume. Done. Second prompt, now make it nano. I mean, what does that even mean? But the model got it. And finally, they added text to the background. And through every single step, Logan still looked exactly like Logan. It's this amazing conversational back and forth editing process. But here's the thing: solving for consistency isn't just about fixing an annoying problem. No, it actually unlocks a whole new creative toolkit. It's not just about keeping a character looking the same, it's all about the incredible stuff you can do with that character now that you trust the AI to keep up. Seriously, just imagine giving yourself a whole new outfit or seeing what you would look like in the 80s. You can seamlessly blend photos together, like putting yourself and your dog on a basketball court. You can build up these really complex scenes step by step. You can even do wild things like take the style of one object and apply it to another, like giving a pair of boots the texture of flower petals. It's pretty wild. So, how in the world is all of this even possible? Okay, let's pop the hood for a second and take a quick look at the core tech that's making this leap forward happen. It really comes down to a combination of deep world knowledge and a whole new way of thinking. First up is something Google calls native world knowledge. Basically, the image model is tied directly into the super smart Gemini language model. That means it has a much richer understanding of the actual world. That's how it can look at a photo and recognize a specific street in Chicago or get a weirdly creative prompt like make it nano. It gets the context. It's not just looking at the pixels. And second, it uses a process called interleaved generation. Instead of trying to paint a masterpiece in one single massive stroke, the model breaks down complex requests into smaller, bite sized steps. It thinks iteratively. This is the magic behind that turn by turn editing we saw with the banana costume. It allows the model to handle way more detailed and complicated requests that we have ever seen before. Now, all this amazing technology isn't just for a research paper. It really changes the whole relationship between you and the AI. It's shifting away from being a simple tool that follows commands to something that feels, well, a lot more like a collaborator, your creative partner. This quote from one of the lead researchers at Google DeepMind just nails it on the screen. The goal is to create a system where, as he says, you feel that I'm interacting with a system that is smarter than me. He even described a future where the AI might not just follow your instructions perfectly, but might actually create something better than what you asked for, because it understands your creative goal on a deeper level. Of course, this isn't happening in vacuum. The AI space is incredibly competitive. While users on forums like Reddit are calling this new model leagues ahead of on consistency, they're also quick to point out that other models still have their own strengths. Some folks still think GPT Image 1 is the best all round model, while others argue that a model called Flux Context might be even better for keeping faces consistent in certain situations. So, yeah, the race is definitely on. And for all the developers out there who want to build with this thing, Google is making it pretty damn accessible. Through tools like Gemini API and Google AI Studio, the cost works out to just under 4 cents an image. That's a really low barrier to entry, which means we are probably going to see these new powers showing up in all sorts of apps and services very, very soon. So, when you put it all together, this technology really feels like a fundamental shift. We're moving away from just telling an AI what to do and moving towards truly collaborating with it. And that leaves us with a huge, fascinating question. As these systems become less like tools and more like creative partners, how is going to change not just what we create, but the very way we think about creativity itself? Ask yourself and let me know. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lecture.